Yes, sir. That's pretty good right there. Maybe a little too much. Okay, look at what we got. We got a rotted floor, or a section of rotted floor that's been replaced before, obviously. Problem was the threshold was pretty much non-existent, and there's no sweep on the door. So every time it rained, water got in, rotted out the new section. So we will be replacing that today. I'll show you how to do it. First, we're going to start by just look how it's just all rotted. So I've removed the threshold, what was left of it. I've got rot at the door jambs. She doesn't want to replace the rotted door jamb, so I may epoxy that. Anyway, I pulled the screws out. It's got a old rusty one here. Not sure if I can get that out or not. I may have to just break that off. That come out. I might be able to reuse that. Recycle that. Old rusty screw. Yeah, we still got something holding us over here. Probably won't find it though. I'm going to search for it because it's probably swelled up through there already. Yeah, not there, not there. It's amazing, it's rotted. You almost fall through it, but yet it still won't allow you to find the old screw. So we need to get this old section out. Now, if this has not been replaced before, you would locate the joist and cut along it. Because and that's how you do it. Well, this already got a piece here. It looks like 3/4, and guess what I've got? I've got half inch. Oh wow, super easy. Okay, that's how you replace a rotted floor? No. Yeah, there's a little bit more done than that. Oh, there's the old screw we were looking for. Ow. I'm gonna be careful because these things, I found little snakes and stuff under here. And you always want to be careful when you're pulling these old floors up. I don't know if I've got enough to replace all this or not. May have to run down to the lumber yard. Okay, that's the first one up. Let's see if we can get the second one up. We'll get that screw out of the way. A lot of times if you can't get a screw out, if you'll just hit on the side of it with a hammer, you'll break it off at the flush with the wood. It's pretty close, at least to be metaled in. Okay, I don't see nothing else. Let's see if I can get this part up. Yeah. Okay. Let's see something left under there. That threshold was. A lot of people take their thresholds for granted, but they provide a very important service. Is to keep water out from the house. There we go. I think that was even screwed down. And there we go. Almost. He's rotted over here. Oh, there. Now, if you can get it all out at one piece, it's best because then you can use that for a template to cut your good pieces. I doubt I can get that. I can use that bottom piece for a template. Top piece, probably not. You've seen it come out in pieces. I really like how they do that. And got some more rod over here. Screw sticking out there. Well, need more stuff in my way. It's not challenging enough. Okay. Now, they've done some of the work for us by keeping their joists intact. Those are treated, so those are good. If you didn't have a joist or something here, you'd want to add joist. If this was a really long piece and it sagged, I would add bracing through here, but this piece here is solid, and no problems with it, so there's really no use in me adding anything here, because the new one's going to be 3/4 by, and when I put the threshold back with a sweep on the door, that's going to stop the water from getting in. So anyway, let me go take my old pieces, cut me my new plywood, and I will come right back and show you where we go from here. Well, we got the first piece cut in there. They used, I'm hoping, it looks like a 3/4 inch floor, and they used 2 1/2 inch. So we'll cut the second piece and see how it fits. Get back with you. I was told it was 1/2, and that's why I have 1/2. We just don't have time to go get 3/4. We have rain coming. We need to get this sealed up. So we cut that second piece and see how it fits. So I'm going to add blocking after all. I just don't like that. I had a 2x6. Wish I had a 2x6. Oh well. Let me find something to block this up. I'll get back to you. Okay, got some blocking cut. I always cut my blocking just about 1/16 too long so I can wedge it in here. Tight right there. Yes, sir. Now this will, since this is probably the heaviest used spot in the whole building, we'll stiffen it up, especially since we're using 2 1/2 inch pieces instead of 3/4 inch. And maybe that one edge is a little narrower than the other, who knows. See, this one tends to be a little, that's what it was, this edge right here. Well, okay. Just got, almost flooded them. No PL. Now, anytime I use 2 pieces of wood, whether it's 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x12s, plywood, if I have to sandwich 2 pieces of wood together, I start with PL first, or some kind of, some kind of adhesive. I want to sandwich them together. Try to talk her into coming back and maybe this spring sometime when it's not raining so much, and pulling this back out and putting some 3/4 inch plywood down. That's what I would have done from the first, but somebody else, and that's why she had a 1/2 inch left over, I think, is somebody else come in here and done this in the past. Okay, I gotta put y'all in the dark again. Somebody had done this in the past. See, there's a big old hole over here, but I don't have, she didn't have enough plywood, and I'm not running all the way back in town. It'll be dark time we get back, it's raining, so we're just gonna tell her this is a temporary fix at best. And if she doesn't have me back out to fix this right with 3/4 inch pressure treated, we'll be doing this again in a couple years. So anyway, let's do what we can to get this waterproof. Yes, sir. I don't like this done it this way, but that's why you really got to question your clients really well. I've worked for this lady for like 4 years. One of my better clients, actually. But she's had some people in here before me that did stuff like this. A lot of my work for her, not a lot, some of it is stuff like this, going back and fixing what somebody else. Okay, got all secured down now. See about getting this threshold in there. Oh wow, talk about close fit. I'm gonna lay this down, close the door, get her settled up, then I'll screw the threshold down. Okay, I ran out of daylight the other day, but what we had to do, the bottom of the door did not have a sweep on it, so it was catching the seal and ripping the seal and bending the metal door. So I just put a sweep on the bottom of the metal door and it's sealing now. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do.